As I'm taking time to visit my mother, I reflect on growing up and becoming an adult to figure out your own life and how challenging that could be because we tend to want to wait for other people to come with us to give us the green light or just not to be around, so it forces us to live our own life. But the truth is, to live a great life, you're going to learn, or you're going to have to learn how to do things without others. You're going to have to learn how to go out without the company of other people. You're going to have to learn to move away without having family with you. You're going to have to learn to do things on your own. That's part of growing up. At least that's my experience. I mean, I was reflecting on this today. Um, Again, as I visit my mom, and I'm waiting for a sibling, okay, to leave the house, okay, because I want to have boundaries. I don't get along with everyone in my family. There's no disrespect. There's no hate, but there's maturity, and I've already lived enough life to know what is a healthy environment and what's not. And I found myself waiting around, okay, waiting around for someone else who's unproductive, who to me is ungrateful, but doesn't matter what I think. I have to wait for someone else in order to do what I want to do. And I think about, well, wow, what if I just waited my entire life for my family to do what I wanted them to do, or wait until my mom died to do what I want to do? If I just waited around, I'd look around and I'd be probably in my 50s, 60s. And then, yeah, now it's my time. Yeah, and then the time you get everything the way you want it, you're in your 70s. And then what do you got? 5, 10 years of life, prime life left? You don't want to live that life, not if you can help it. Again, I can't speak to everyone's circumstance, not my job. I share my life publicly, and so I can share what I want. I want to share my life experience. I'm not here gossiping about someone else. I'm not here gossiping about events. I'm here sharing my testimony. And my testimony is you'll be waiting for a relative who doesn't work, who's taking alcohol with their prescription pills. They blame everything on everyone else, and you have to wait around on them. And thank God for boundaries. And thank God for your testimony. Thank God for doing things on your own. Thank God that you don't have to wait around for friends who will just leave you waiting. Thank God you don't have to wait for someone to text you that doesn't really like you. You're their backup plan. I want to tell you right now, most people are going to waste their life waiting for their therapists to co-sign their bullshit, waiting for their doctor to renew their prescription, waiting for their unhealthy boyfriend or girlfriend to come back and to live an unhealthy life. And most people are going to crucify you if you don't wait around for them. And this is out of no judgment, no hate, but purely out of my testimony, speaking on my own life. I don't speak on the life of others. Is what I can tell you is this. If you decide to live that life, no one can help you because you haven't been willing, okay, to do what you need to do for yourself in a healthy way, not a selfish way. I don't have to visit my mom. I'm visiting my mom, and I'm grateful to be able to visit my mom. I would be visiting my father too if he didn't try to get controlling at the end. I would be spending time with other people if I felt it was healthy, but I'm not. So to me, again, just being here is an act of unselfishness. It's gratitude. But just being here, I am waiting around for other people that aren't my mom that are entangled in her life. And I think about this life lesson. And I think about how many people are stuck wasting their life, but they have only themselves to blame. Because the reason you're wasting your life is because you don't have enough money, you don't have enough confidence, and you don't have enough accountability to make the decision for yourself. So it's easier for you to live with your parent, rape them for their social security until they die, and then say, well, I was taking care of them. It's easier for you to live with an unhealthy relationship, to say we're doing it in the name of the kids or making it work. It's all bullshit. I told my mom that before she got divorced. Don't wait for us to grow up to get divorced. Do it now. Okay, why? Because, guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to destroy your entire life waiting for your insecure mom to get a divorce, or waiting for your controlling father to manifest in physical abuse, or waiting for your drug addict sibling, or waiting for your mentally disturbed sibling, or waiting for a troll to finally like you? Fuck them all. Don't wait for any of them. Don't hurt them all. Love them all. They did things for you. But what I want to tell you in this message, it's so clear. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is clear enough that you can receive it, is that in a healthy way, not in a selfish way, you have to learn not to wait around for other people. Okay? Because you'll waste your life. And if you're going to waste your life, you might as well have not been born. You might as well have been an abortion. Okay. And what I found in life is most people are against abortion. They love life until they can't control their life. I want to take a survey of every parent that can no longer take care of themselves. And I want you to tell me how great life is, and I want you to listen to your children and do what they say. What I found is if parents get to the point where they can't control and they can't have their independence, they don't want to live. And so I said to myself, wow, if you don't like life when you can't call all the shots, then you must not like life. Guys, people only like life, okay, when they're in charge. That's it. Okay? And it's just part of a life. But I want to tell you, spend quality time with your mother, quality time with your father, quality time with a sibling, quality time with anyone who is healthy and loving. And to do that, sometimes you got to wait around for others. And there's no problem with that. But do it with boundaries. Do it while still living your life. For the past 11 months, I've been in Florida living my life. And I'm thankful. For the past few days, I've been in New Jersey, past day or whatever. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my mother. I'm thankful for everyone. But what I want to tell you is, I'm also thankful I didn't wait until my mother died for me to live my life. I'm thankful I didn't wait till I had my father's approval. I'm thankful I didn't wait for every troll to get their mental health together. I'm thankful that I don't listen to people with a mental disability, okay? But they take alcohol, they take naps, they don't go to therapy. They only go to therapy when they want to play the game. They are playing a game. I'm not waiting around for them. Okay, I'm not playing a game with them. I don't want to. Guys, I'm not a drug counselor. Okay, if you're addicted to drugs, I still love you, but like I know, that's what you want to do. Okay, I'm not waiting around for you. Okay, and I don't need a woman to complete me. I'm not waiting around for her. Okay, I don't, and you shouldn't need a woman or a man. I respect women and men. It's not about that, but I'm trying to tell you that in life, there are times that you're going to find yourself waiting, okay? And you're wasting away. And that's my message. Click the thumbs up if you agree. If you don't, I don't care. Because I'm not waiting until the internet has no trolls. It'll never happen. I'm not waiting for the perfect conditions to make a video. I'm not waiting for my pastor to approve porn for me to watch MILF porn, because you'll be waiting until they get caught in adultery. I'm not waiting for there to abolish the tithe, okay, and thank God for Social Security tax, because Social Security tax gives you back more, tithe gives you back nothing. And I'm not waiting, okay, for someone with OCD who wants to suntan, drink alcohol, and I'm not waiting for the mother that excused it and the mother that has a drug. Guys, look, I'm not living a life, okay, that I want to dictate to anyone. Okay? Because when I don't feel it's healthy for me to be around something, I don't try to change people. And I'm willing to sacrifice to spend quality time with people like my mother. And I would do the same thing for my father. Okay, if he didn't try to play the psychological game, I'm not playing that game. I would do the same thing with anyone. But I also would need the freedom to decide when I'm ready to do whatever I'm ready to do. And same thing for you. And I had to come to a place in my relationships with people I was dating, relationships with friends, and relationships with family, where I say, you know what, I cannot depend on other people to make me happy or to pick me up or to do, I got to start doing for myself in a healthy way, not a selfish way. And when you discern that truth, and when you develop yourself, life won't be perfect, but it'll be your best life. Your worst life is waiting around for someone else who isn't putting any work in their life. Any work, they're not putting in any work. Because that's what happened. You're going to donate your time to charity. You're going to be feeding someone who doesn't want to go to work, doesn't want to go to therapy, doesn't want to go to rehab, doesn't want to even go see their social worker to get better housing. And you're sitting there wasting your entire weekend acting like you're helping someone. You're not helping them. And so the federal government and most first world countries, they're doing the most help they can do for people that want some level of help. That's the bottom line. Adam, good evening. Good evening to you. I love you, brother. I know you're in a tough situation. I'm praying for you. I'm not speaking about your situation. I'm speaking about my own and what I see. Always remember that, guys. 90% of my videos are about my testimony, my experience. I'm not talking about other people. If they apply, my biggest relationship problems online have been people thinking I'm talking about them, okay, because they're insecure about something and then they got crazy. And, I had a woman from Oregon. She was my number one fan, but her son has OCD. And because I speak about OCD sometimes, because my father had and other people had it, she got insecure thinking I was talking about her and her son. And she left me this nasty ass comment. Get the fuck out of it. Yeah. It's like, I love for her, but it's like, that's what I mean. I've had a couple people who, because there was this girl from Virginia. Look, there's been people on my channel that what I found is it's like, look, you're insecure people, man. And I understand it because I've been insecure, so I don't want to sit on a high horse. But I got to share my life. And when you share your life, guys, and when you're willing to put your face on it, then look, you get to call the shots. And if you don't, then look, you got to deal with what your son or your daughter or whoever dishes out, whatever they dish out in your life. Okay. So, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And if you do, then you do you. I'm doing me, guys. This is a voluntary chat, guys. So what I want to tell you is I hope the message helps. I know it helps because it's my testimony. That's it. And it's not a news event. Okay. I don't want to hear any more news events either about the same shit. Okay. And I don't want to, it's not made up. It's not a philosophy. Okay. Guys, I can make so much shit up. I can talk about dimensions, cold showers, no fab. Okay. All this other bullshit. Okay. But that's not real life. The truth is, you married someone, you don't love them anymore. Okay. And, you go online to try to find another dimension. That's not your reality. But your reality is, you're not happy in your relationship. You're uninspired with your house and your neighbors. And, you go to this crazy place in your mind. And it's like, guys, that's delusion. Adam, did you make it to my mother's? Yes, I did. And I'm glad to see her. I'm glad I'm spending time with her. But it made me realize that because my mother is entangled with a sibling, I have to wait a little bit around and play that game. But I don't mind doing it because it's quality time. It's not my living circumstance. I'm not here to live. I'm here to visit. And I thank God for my mother. Thank God for her. I thank God for my father. I'd visit him if he wasn't an asshole. But when someone busts my balls too much, they're out of my life. I'm not waiting around anymore. So that's the best part about being an adult. Because there's enough bad parts. It's like, I don't want to give up the good part about being an adult. Go ask your parents if being an adult, if they like life so much. All right, well, when you can't take care of yourself, can your children take care of you and call the shots? They'll say, no, I'd rather be dead. Yeah, that's what they'll say. And then they'll tell you your whole time when they're in charge of you that life's great, cherish life, all this. Yeah, it's all while they're in charge and they have their independence. So it's ironic. Stay positive. But this is a message, a real message, a testimony message that I share with you. And I tell you right now, guys, if you're on the brink of having another kid, these are the decisions, these are the thoughts that you need to have before you have another kid, before you have another pet, before you have another relationship in your life that's unhealthy. Because this is why most people need therapy, or instead of therapy, they're doing self-therapy by basically self-medicating. Okay, and then they're medicating against their doctor's orders. Their doctor says they have a disability, but their doctor also said don't mix alcohol with your pills. Yeah, Yeah, so I don't want to hear about your disability if you don't listen to your doctor about the pills and alcohol. Guys, that's the whole fucking game, okay? So I'm not playing that game, guys. To me, it's like, that's your life, you know? I'm not waiting around for you to figure out that. See, that's what happens. You're waiting around for someone who's mixing their alcohol with their prescription pills, and you think they're going to figure out a good time for you to live your life? You're out of your mind. You're waiting around for someone who takes naps, okay? And they're online talking about their philosophy of life. They take naps. They can't even discipline themselves, okay? So, you're debating politics online, guys. That's a total sign of a mental nut job. You're not changing any political policy by debating it online, okay? And you're not changing any. I learned this lesson too. Guys, this is part of my experience, not just me looking at other people, my own experience. You're not really going to change anyone's political philosophy. You're not going to change any. Just share your testimony. Okay. Don't try to change someone else's testimony, because you're not going to change people. You accept them or you move on with your life. If you wait around waiting for someone else to change, it's a waste of life. And I know that's too short, too simple of an answer. I know you want to do a live feed about a whole bunch of nothing. I know that the number one thing people want is someone to talk to, because they got nothing but time. They're wasting their life. And but I try to treat you guys like adults. I know that I may not ever have this viral channel, but to me, it's like, also, if I never have a channel, I move on with my life anyway, because I don't want to wait around for YouTube to be my bread and butter. I don't want to wait around for YouTube to be this utopia, because it's not. Guys, it is what it is. Adam, my son ran away from his mom's today. He's 17, but the legal age for leaving as 18, his brother picking him, he's going to live at his grandparents' house. Well, those are very tough years. I empathize. I've been down those roads. So one is, I empathize with anyone in their teenage years. All the way, again, your brain doesn't fully develop till 25, and it's very tough. Obviously, I don't know the circumstance. There's several sides to the story. I don't know if he's living with you and with your parents who have dementia. Like I said, I think there's a lot of toxic environment right now, and it because you're feeling the pain. So Adam, I think you're in my age. You're in your 30s or 40s. You're middle age, and you're basically probably on the verge of losing your sanity. So if you're feeling that as a middle-aged man, I couldn't even imagine a 17, 18-year-old person. Now, maybe he's not living with your house. Maybe he's living with your with maybe your ex-girl. I'm not sure your situation with your kids and your wife, or your baby's mom. But Adam, the only thing I can tell you, you're a middle-aged man. You're facing a lot of things in life. You know what life is. So you have to just preserve your own mental and physical well-being. You got to have your boundaries. And through your self-care is your ministry to your children. Your ministry, your church ministry, or your philosophy, or your political agenda, that is not your ministry to your children. How you take care of yourself, your boundaries, and how good of a place you're in is your ministry to your children. And what I found is most people are not in a good place. They're waiting around for their children to make them happy. And so it's not easy, though. I have empathy on parents. I have empathy on children. I understand as a middle-aged man what my mom went through, what parents go through. And with kids, it's very tough. Charles, what's up, brother? Charles, stop tithing, man. You take that 10%, put it in your pocket, and if you want to give it to someone, you give it to someone. But the church is a scam. There's good people in the church, but you can go to the church and you guys can share for free. Tell your church, tell your pastor to have a YouTube channel. And, if he wants to do channel memberships or super chats, great. You can still come in and listen to his message for free. And if not, tell him get a job. Get a job working at Walmart, DoorDash, or whatever. Because, look, guys, church is good. My mom watches some stuff. The church helped me at a certain point. I'm not saying church is bad. But, guys, look, it's like, church is like the coal mining. The time is over. And now it's time to go digital. And the Bible app, or the whatever scripture you read app, is free download. And that's it. Share what you believe, and then let's go watch porn. Or let's talk about that, or whatever. It's like, let's have a balanced life. But I'm just busting a little bit. I love you, Charles. And shout out to everyone of, trying to do the best they can spiritually. Adam, no Sam. He's going to live with his mom's parents. Okay. Right now, his mom's parents do not get along with their own daughter. Well, I can understand that. Most people don't get along with their own daughter. It's oh, Keith, $10 super chat for this pastor preaching the good word. Yeah. Inspirational Nomad, thank you for the spark. Well, brother, like I tell you, your engine, you've been working for 30 years. How many miles do you have on your engine? You don't have to answer to anyone. Yeah, that's right, Keith. And what I could tell you is, should you wait for Social Security? Well, again, I think you should visit Naples first or wherever you want to live in Florida. I think you should run the numbers because remember, you're never retired until you're financially free. And then I think you should figure it out. But I think that I know that what you have in your corner is 30 years of working. And you're never going to be destitute because you always got Social Security. You're at 62. Okay. And you're fine. I mean, you're going to figure it out. You're a smart guy. You know how to work. You know how to show up. And what I can tell you is I want you to be patient and disciplined in what you need to do, but I don't want you to wait on other people to tell you now's the time to go. The only reason I'm not telling you go now, forget about it, is because I at least want you to think about the steps that I'm sharing. But I don't want you to sit here and wait until everyone in your family wants you to do it or till they die or because you'll be waiting and then the time you spend with your loved ones is not going to be quality. Like I'm here spending quality time with my mom and I have to wait around a little bit for other people because my mom, it's not just my mom living by herself, but that's okay because, I want to spend time with my mother. It's a priority for me. And it's a blessing to me. But what I want to share with you is I reflect, like I could be wasting my whole life staying up here, waiting till my mom died, till my family gets together, till my friends are at the same level as me. I'd be wasting my whole fucking life. Yeah. Then when I would start a YouTube channel? Yeah, when I'm 65, okay. I got fucking no inspiration. I'm not walking as much as I do. And get the fuck out of it. Guys, go live your life. That's what I'll tell you. Thank you, Keith. I love you. You're a great guy. So Adam was saying, right now his mom's parents do not get along with their own daughter. It's a real shit show. Yeah, like I say, I mean, I don't think most people get along with, look, it's just, you're not supposed to. I mean, like how old's her daughter? Her daughter, like her daughter's probably not in a healthy place. And then she probably blames her parents instead of getting her own shit together. You know what the craziest shit I heard is? I hear mentally insane people on YouTube or in real life. Oh, my mom was a narcissist and that's why I did this. Well, yeah, but what are you? Okay. Because guys, if your mom's a narcissist and your father's OCD, what are you? An unemployed or underemployed person who abuses alcohol and prescription pills? Nah. It's like, yeah, you're not kicking ass in life. If you're kicking ass in life, meaning you're healthy, positive, productive, not abusing substances, you can tell me what everyone is. Okay, narcissist. But what I found is anyone who calls someone else a narcissist is delusional. Okay, because guys, if I just don't like someone, if I think they're a narcissist, I just avoid them. That's it. I have a boundary. I got a couple of people up here in Jersey right now I'm avoiding. I just, not worth to see. It's going to be a problem. Okay. So it's like, they're a narcissist. No, guys, they have bad habits. Okay. They aren't productive, aren't positive. That's it. That's it. I mean, forget about the rest of the shit. That's it. Very simple, So yeah, Adam, it's a shit show over there. I mean, all I can tell you, brothers, I broke it down. I don't want to beat that dead horse. I love you. Adam, you're 43. Yep. So I'm 41. We're right there, same ballpark. Charles, amen. I love you, Charles. You're a positive person. You're doing great with those videos. You get life, man. You have to have balance. It's good to have a spiritual support or life support. Good. Why did I get into church? Yeah, definitely I was exploring a higher level of spirituality, but mainly I was exploring how do I get out of hanging out every weekend, going to a club or drinking or smoking, and how do I go to another level of maturity? That was the whole point of the church, is like spiritual growth, yes. And I got caught in a little bit too much religion, but the whole point was to better my life, and then when I found that, yeah, I've bettered my life, now it's time to do something else, then they don't want you to leave. No. Guys, look, don't wait around for your pastor to say, now you're ready to be a pastor. No. Do what you need to do for you, okay? Because you're going to be waiting around for your pastor to tell you you're ready to be a pastor. Then you're going to be waiting around for your friends to start the church that you want to start. No one wants to do what you want to do. No one wants to go to Florida like you want to go to. No one wants to have a YouTube channel like you want to do. No one wants to do what you want to do. So until you get that, you'll be waiting around for everyone else. And I figured that out. It's true. Charles, it feels good to give. Well, Charles, like I said, brother, I respect the fact that you're your own man. You do what you feels best for you. And I'm just sharing some general philosophy. But I love you, brother. You do you. Keith, thank you again, brother. I believe in you, like I say, and that's real talk. Because you've done real work. Like I say, you worked for 30 years. You're 62. Again, you're going to have to figure out exactly how you want to do it. And the only reason I don't tell you exactly is because I want you to be able to, be at peace with your decision. And I know you will. I believe in you no matter what you decide. If you decide to go to Florida this winter, I think you're doing awesome. If you decide to stay in Indiana, it's tough, but you may have run all the numbers and looked at your circumstance, and that's your decision. So again, I just want to give people that freedom. Charles, stop tithing if you're losing your house and church has plans to build a Ferris wheel on multiple campuses. Well, stop tithing, okay, if the church is giving out Bibles when the Bibles are free. If the church is a shit show, like Adam just described his in-laws, it's a shit show. If you have an usher who's a horn dog and the deaconess is delusional, okay, and the pastor, okay, is on the verge of a stress meltdown, guys, they don't need more money. What they need to do, okay, is give the usher a fleshlight, give the deaconess their delusional pills, and the pastor needs to stop having kids. But are they going to listen to you? No. They're going to give their church to their children. Okay, you're going to be waiting around for a church. Their church going to children. Now, don't tithe. That's not, but that's my opinion. Jesus said you should tithe. Well, Jesus also said we're supposed to do better things than him. So I tell you right now, I believe you shouldn't tithe, but that's my opinion. Adam, she's 41. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I say. I mean, it's your whole living situation sounds very entangled and unhealthy. But I understand. I've been there, and I don't know it, so I'm not going to say you should do this or that. I mean, I know I may be saying some of that, but I'm just kind of like sharing. Ultimately, Adam, like I say, the best thing about you is I believe you have a positive spirit. The worst part about it is I don't think you have any boundaries, and I think you can go from being a very positive person to being a killer, because when you don't have boundaries, that's what happens. Your love turns into hate, and that's you got to be very careful. You don't let them steal your love, man. Oh, Charles, 3 hand clap emojis. You know what it is. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for your gracious tip. Okay, because what I could tell you, Charles, you're doing a great job, and keep watching your wrestling highlights. Just keep doing the things that make you happy in a healthy, positive way. You know what I mean? And I see you're active too. You know how to stay active, keep your mind going. And life. Life's hard, mentally, physically, emotionally. But I see you stay active, you try to stay positive, and you try to have fun. That's all you can ask. That's it. Positive, productive, try to have fun, try to avoid drama. That's it. Keep it very simple. And again, grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally. But I agree with you, brother. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank Keith. I thank all my members. I got love. My man Keith, appreciate your kindness. I got love for you, man. But in my soul, I'm just burnt out. I respect that too. Out of FedEx. He's burnt out of FedEx, being there 33 years. I respect the work you put in. I want to still work with a couple more years for health insurance. I respect whatever decision you make. And like I say, I damn sure would never tell someone who's worked for 33 years that they have to answer to me. Because they don't need to answer to, in my opinion, they don't need to answer to anyone. Okay, if you worked for 33 years, I'm just trying to give you guys like some general talking points. But I got, to me, I got nothing but love and respect, because you out there and you did what you need to do, and you gave to society. We need FedEx workers, we need people in the workforce, period. And you're doing the best you can. So yeah, I want to see you just live a great life, whatever you decide. I understand your health insurance is the biggest thing. Like I said, we broke it down last night. You need at least $500 a month to cover health insurance if you're going to buy it on your own. That's just a general estimate. So That's $6,000 a year. If you were to need to pay for your own health care for 5 years, that's about 30 grand. So now if you got 150 grand in your 401k, then yeah, right, you can take 401k out at 59 and a half. So, let's say your tax rate is probably 25%. Yeah, probably about 25%. So if you had 100 grand in your 401k, taxes are 25 grand, and then you're left with 75 grand. Take out 30 for health insurance for 5 years. What are you left with? 45 grand. 45 grand in your 401k. Your Social Security is what it is, and you can still do a side hustle. Now, is that what you should do? No. I'm just sharing that, I want everyone to know all their options. But I totally respect that everyone has their own life. And that's why I want to be single, because I don't want to control someone else. I don't want to be waiting around for someone else. I don't, and I know some people want to be in a relationship. They want to wait around for other people. I'm not mad at them. I don't. I want to be by myself. I don't. You say, well, who's going to take care of you when you're older? Well, like I tell you guys, no one wants to be taken care of. And if you don't believe me, ask your parent that, oh, do you want to give up your rights to me so I can take care of you? And they're going to say, I want, I remember my father told me, look, if I get to a point I can't take care of myself, I'm going to pull a bullet through my head. So guys, no one wants to be to the point where they can't take care of themselves. Everyone wants to be in charge. Now, and that's how much they think about life. They only think life is good when they can control life. And that's how we all think. It's true. ESP, what's up, ESP? Yeah, ESP, love to you. Let's go back to these live comments, guys. Adam, yeah, with me doing my YouTube channel, with working being stressful, looking after my parents, period, having a stressful relationship at times is enough to give you a heart attack. I could agree. I'm visiting my mom, and just to navigate around my sibling, enough to give you I don't know, a heart attack, but a mild stroke, God forbid. Nah. So that's what I tell you, they ain't gonna kill me. I ain't gonna waste my life fucking around waiting for them. So I'm gonna cherish every moment with my mother, and I will, as long as I'm alive and I can. I'm always gonna make time for my mother. And like I said, I would have did the same thing with my father. But like I tell you, what you learn in life is don't try to control someone and they'll make time for you. You try to control someone, they ain't gonna fuck with you. And I've been on both sides of that coin. So you live and you learn. But that's all I tell you right now, guys. I'm looking around and I'm observing tonight. I said, man, this is how people fuck around, waste their whole life. You're over there waiting for someone with a mental problem that's drinking alcohol, sunbathing, not working, not thankful. And you're waiting for them so you can do something. That's waiting for the insane. That's letting the insane run the sandstorm. You're waiting for someone who's mentally unstable, emotionally unstable, to lead your life. You guys, you think that's kind? You think that's compassionate? I think that's horrible. That's what I think. Charles. Forgive me. I apologize. Christina, good evening. Hey, Christina, great to see you. I love you. And I appreciate your positive attitude. I appreciate you. I know you got a lot in your own life as well. And always remember, guys, this is just me sharing my testimony. I love and respect everyone. I know everyone in here and everyone watches, they got their own problems. So always know that I empathize. I'm just sharing my viewpoint. I love you, Christina. Charles, I respect how you create videos to combat and speak a word of positivity among the psychopaths. We need a light in YouTube algorithm. Charles, I appreciate that, man. You're kind. I appreciate it. I like how you broke that down too, man. Thank you. ESP, what's up, ESP? Let's take a hydration break for ESP in the building, all the way from Alaska, waiting her ass in the cold weather. ESP said the leaves didn't turn colors. The damn snow came a falling. Yeah, that's how they get down in Alaska. They skip fall. They go right to winter. Yeah, right to Eskimo season. Love to you guys and girls. Keith, good friend to me, told me, Keith, no one knows how long we have on Earth. And I see you're not happy here. So get yourself to Florida. I know it's your dream. Yeah, like I say, as long as you can do it responsibly and figure out a budget and you have visited Florida first. Like I say, guys, I would not be your friend if I told you to move somewhere where you've never visited. And I look back at all my videos. I've been very consistent on that. I tell everyone, take a vacation to wherever you want to live first. Rent first, okay? And then move or live, okay? And I do that for what I believe is going to help you. But again, if someone doesn't have the option to do that, I'm not mad at them. But that's number one. Then number two thing I tell them, okay, is that secure your money bag first. Because what I found in life, I don't even care if you're living in Florida. If you don't have the money to live a decent life, life sucks. Okay? So, and like I told you, you'll see a lot of these things on YouTube, especially in the nomad community. Yeah, I'm living off $1,200 a month. But what they're not telling you is they're also living off EBT cards, Medicaid, subsidized housing. They got other subsidies that you don't know of. It's like you don't really, or there's someone living in their car, okay, and they got an inheritance coming to them, or they got other money. So you don't know anyone's situation, okay. And like I always tell you guys, I can sit here, I can play the destitute Dave, okay, where, oh my God, help me, I can say all this other shit, okay. But I show you guys, I tell you guys straight up that, and all I want to tell you in life, research, visit first, secure your money, secure your health, and then figure it out, okay. And I believe everyone's going to have their own journey. There's no exact science to life, but those are some general things I would tell people. Now you say, well, Sam, even if I end up in Naples, it's got to be better than Indiana. Yeah, I've been in Naples. I shared two video links with Keith today when I was in Naples. Yeah, look, you're pretty much not going to go wrong in Naples, but you still want to scout the land first, and you got to secure the money. Naples, big money. You're not going to be able to just slot in there on some cheap shit. So you got to know, those things. And again, I only tell you guys that to help you. Good job. If I miss a comment, guys and girls, please write again. I'm trying to read everyone. ESP told me, one of my coworkers once asked me why I didn't have kids. She said, who's going to take care of you when you get old? Oh, here we go. I told her that the kids on a retirement plan. Shut her up. Yeah, here's another one. I guarantee you she probably got an unhealthy relationship with her daughter, and she's probably begging for grandchildren. And she's probably got a dog that she can't take care of. She's probably got too many dogs. And I understand. Look, again, I've lived some of that life in my own family. And again, so, I have empathy. I understand how life is. And but I want to tell you, I have a responsibility to share a part of my testimony, which is you can still, love people, respect them like I'm doing now. You visit them, but you have to live your own life and have boundaries. You can do both. And if you can't do both, you're going to be living in their life, not your own life. And that's the best way I can explain it. So don't go you got it, ESP. Keith, I like your video of Naples. Thank you. And I know it's snobby. Yeah. It's the elitist talk. Yeah. But I like the atmosphere. Yeah, me too. I'm an elitist of laid back, relax. No, you'll like Naples, man. If you go to Naples, you visit the Venetian. The Venetian shops are the old MILF that tried to get with me, but she was with her husband. I was like, you out your mind. If you go to the Venetian, I gave you a video from the Venetian. Yeah, the Venetian's good. A bunch of shops and restaurants, nice area, especially during Christmas time. Keith, best time to go is Christmas time. They got the Christmas tree up. They got like these fake lights on these trees, on the palm trees are like snow. It's magical down there at Christmas time. And visit Marco Island when you're around Naples. It's about, 20-minute drive south from Naples. Keith, that's my plan to, rent first. Good. That's advice. Thank you, Sam. You're doing a great job. Keith, I'm proud of you. I'm in your corner. Christina, yes, visit and rent for the win. You got it. And again, you tell me inspirational nomad. Well, you're a nomad. Should I try to be a nomad? Look, if you have enough money in the bank, okay, where if you try to be a nomad and it doesn't work out, you can just rent like this yes. But you got to have enough health, and you got to understand that's more risk. You can get in an accident, you can get hurt, or you can really not like it. So again, I'm a middle-aged person. I took a little bit more risk, but I secured a little bit more money just in case I got to get out of this lifestyle. So, like I tell you, some people be living, on the road and they'll do a video. But what you don't know is, guys, if it doesn't work out, they can still go live with family. They still got so much money in the bank, whatever, right? Like even Bob Wells, guys. Wells received a inheritance from his mom. He's got like 2 businesses. The guy's not destitute, man. So, like guys, look, because he knows if he really got to get out of his van, he got the dough. Okay, so you say, well, what about Bob when he was divorced and living in Alaska and this thing? Yeah, guys, he wasn't making videos inspiring. He was barely getting by. You know when he really got happy? When he severed ties with a YouTube channel that he had originally that wasn't really producing good videos and it wasn't making money. I wonder why he left that channel to create his own channel, because he wanted more money. And then I wonder why he collected disability, because he fell off his motorcycle, okay? And then disability wasn't enough for him, okay? And then he wanted to start a side hustle, okay? So, look, guys, I don't know, man. Like I said, I respect Bob Wells. I don't want to bash Bob Wells. I don't want to bash anyone. I don't want to talk about anyone. I just want to tell you, like, what I see is just people. I don't know. I mean, I can't make Bob or anyone responsible for delusional people, because I get that too. It's like people only hear what they want to hear. So, I don't want to get involved in other people's business. So forgive me for that. I shouldn't even gotten on tangent. Kristen, good one, ESP. And they can get discouraged and bitter if that's what they have to look forward to. Yeah, I've seen it, Like I said, there's a lot of daughters that are going to bury their mother, literally, with stress. And when they die, the daughter's going to cause this big emotional scene. She's going to be the hardest to get to go along with all the probate and everything else. It's going to be the biggest clusterfuck, okay? And it's a shit show. And anytime you put someone who is emotionally or mentally unstable and they're drinking alcohol in charge of anything, guys, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? It's going to be a shit show. Okay? So, but again, what should you do? You should figure out a way to live your own life. And if you still have someone in your life, even if they're struggling with these things, you can still spend quality time while having boundaries, so that you're able to live your life while still connecting with other people. But guys, I come up here, I got a serious game plan. Okay. I'm seriously having a very focused routine. I got a lot of boundaries. Okay. Because I know from my past experience, from my past failures, I cannot be around this person. I have to wait until they're not around. I have to still do my own life while in New Jersey, so that when I see my mom, I'm not resentful, I'm happy. And I'm doing that, and I'm happy I'm visiting my mother. I'm happy that I've lived in Florida for the past few years. I'm happy that I sold my house. I'm happy that for 11 months, guys, I've been by myself, okay? So it's only for like a day or so I've been up here. So the only people that aren't happy with that is someone who is waiting around, and no, I don't want to do that, man. And I don't want to be in no relationship with someone else who's not taking care of themselves, as far as like, I don't know, man. It's just not, I just don't want to go down that road anymore. Hopefully I get all these comments. Let's see. Kristen, talking about kids have to take care of old people, please. Yeah, guys, it's the Grim Reaper time when that happens. I know how life is. ESP. At Christina. And there is no guarantee that anyone will have a healthy child. 100 emoji. I personally could have a child that will have to take care of the rest of my life. Yeah, look, if you out of someone I know like that, look, if you got serious DNA gene problems. Look, if you're an alcoholic, if you're a heroin addict, you shouldn't have kids. You should have an abortion. Okay, period. Okay. Because the likelihood of you transgressing that to your child is very high. If you have a severe disability, you shouldn't have children. If you have cancer, heavy cancer that runs in your family, you shouldn't have children. Why? Guys, do you love your children? I mean, you're putting them in high risk. Now, I know people that aren't high risk that, may have a problem with their child. There's no guarantee, but I'm just trying to say, like, there should be some thought, especially when you're over the age of 25. I understand when you're under 25, you're just having sex, Oh, Michelle, welcome to the live chat access. Shout out to you, Michelle. I'm glad that this video touched you in some way. I appreciate your showing support. Shout out to Grutson too. Grutson just got a surgery. Grutson, Michelle, welcome. Let's get to these live comments. Let me shut my mouth. I want to say thank you though. I acknowledge it. I see it. All right, back to these live comments. ESP, yeah, we're talking about the child thing. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. Adam, I'm stuffed, Sam. I had number 712 product with Schwann's. It's Southwest chicken dinner. It has black beans and rice with lime on it. And 2 seasoned chicken breasts. Well, I understand, brother. I do. Love you, Adam. Grudson, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well from healing from surgery. Shout out to Jacksonville, Florida. He goes, after living out of a bag for 8 years, wow, for work, and 3 years full-time in a camper van. Oh, wow, that's interesting. It's what you're talking about. Oh, yes, yeah, he agrees. The people in one spot can be so negative, and venturing out was freeing and positive. Yeah, yeah, no, thank you for sharing your experience, Grudson. That's interesting. I didn't know you had all that experience. That's awesome. Charles, I like the topic of this video. Thank you. Waiting. For some reason, people need permission. Yeah, this is a good point. You're smart. For some reason, people need permission from others to do what they want to do because they want someone to blame if they fail. They want to blame that their mom is a narcissist or their mom's got mental problems or their father's an alcoholic. They want to blame someone else. Okay. And am I mad at them? No, maybe they got legit gripe, but guys, we can't change any of that shit. You know what I mean? At a certain point, all you can change is you. So, I'm not going to mind fuck life. I get it, guys. There's a million things that we could all look at, but, I don't want to live that life, guys. No, I've seen that life. I've been part of it. I don't want to live that life. Michelle, thank you again for joining. Grutson, at Ellison, the last sentence. Oh, yeah, at Charles. Yeah, Charles on fire with that. Yeah, I agree, Charles, Grutson. Keith, I've been in Naples. Oh, okay, so you know about the leaders thing. Yeah, I've been in Naples many times, so that's good. And there are some decent mobile home areas just east of 41. Okay, I don't know the area that well, so you may know better than me. I know kind of where 41 is. Still going to rent first, but if I can be 30 minutes from the beach, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 30 minutes from the beach is doable, definitely. Now, just make sure you check today's prices because everything's inflated now, maybe different from years ago. But yeah, so one is I'm very encouraged that you already been there, so you can kind of know what you're dealing with. So, Keith, I like where you're going with this, brother. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. So wait, but Keith, if you're still in here, Keith, are you telling me then you are going to work 3 more years at FedEx and stay in Indiana? Or are you telling me you're 62, you're going to collect Social Security, you're going down to Naples this winter? I just want to make sure I understand you right. Michelle, you talk about many topics that resonate with me. Well, thank you, Michelle. That means a lot to me because 90% of my videos are about my experiences, my actual life experiences. It's not about talking about other people. It's not about solar and telling you about all these camping gadgets and all this other shit that don't really do much after like one topic. Look, it's not, I try to share life, and I'm able to do it to a point where it's like, if it works out on YouTube, great. It'd be a blessing. If it doesn't, fuck it. In one sense, there's a part of my mind that always says, well, if YouTube folds, I'm going to get my privacy back and I'm going to be doing me and that's it. I was willing to share my life. When I was in a church, I did nonprofit work and I enjoyed doing this because you can see this is a God-given gift. I refined it a little bit myself. I put in the work. But also, part about I don't like is I don't like fame. I don't like to be in the public. I like to be in the cut. And, psychologically, you got to deal with people online and stuff like that. And I don't like to, but, you take the good with the bad. I understand life. Like, I'm not one of these people that think I'm entitled to have all good, no bad. I know everyone's dealing with good and bad. So I don't have a problem saying, fuck it. I understand life. So, but it's only worth it doing it if you can do it the way. I don't try to do it in a healthy way, in a boastful way. I know sometimes it may come across that. Sometimes I cross the line. But I try to do it in a way where there's an authentic truth in as far as my real emotions and my real experience behind real life. Because I can be broken. I'm not perfect. I've been immature. I've been delusional to not a standpoint of like mentally delusional, but I look back at my life and say, man, I was very immature at that point. I was not processing things properly. That was not the right way. And all of us could look back at our life. And that's what I mean. I don't know everyone's mental health, emotional health, but what I can tell you is you can improve yourself a lot if you put in the work. Okay. You really can. Like I said, to me, the perfect example is a troll. Because here's someone I'm sure that they have some type of psychological or emotional problem. But look at all the energy they put into creating profiles and to stalking and to drama and malicious behavior. If that same level of energy, like let's take Brian Laundrie, the guy who allegedly killed Gabby. He was an unemployed, they think mentally ill person, right? So was his girl. He was so like, and you saw like a body cam of him, like, oh, I hope, he was acting like a nice psychopath. Oh, I hope she didn't say anything bad about me. Sorry, officer, was I speeding? He was like one of these people you meet. Oh, he's got mental problems, but he's a nice guy, right? But here he is. He's so mentally disabled, right? He can't work or anything, but he's smarter than the FBI. He already psychologically, he planned it all out, how to beat the FBI, how to be a step ahead of the game. He's one of, guys, the people who you think don't know shit, they know a lot, okay? And they know how to navigate shit, okay? And that's why I don't buy that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't tell me, like, yeah, I'm a goofball. I don't know. It's like, they know they're like Rayman. Like Rayman from that movie with Tom Cruise. Like, Rayman was a fucking mathematician, okay? And Brian Laundrie, okay, was smarter than the FBI. Okay? But he couldn't even work at a smoothie store. That's the type of people you deal with, All right, let's take pause. Thank you, Michelle. Keith, I'm going to retire from FedEx and try something different down there for 2 years. Oh, I like this plan. I like this plan. Okay, so you're going to retire this year and go down there this winter? And then you're going to work down there for 2 years, find something with health insurance. You could be a security guard job, work at Starbucks. Will not take Social Security until I'm 64. Do you make that much more, 64? Don't tell me how much you would make more total, but tell me like you're going to make $200 more, $400 more. I didn't know you'd make a lot more if you wait 2 years. Oh, Jack, 199 revenue going up, super chat. I was thinking the same thing. He knows you damn right. Yeah, Brian Laundrie, that fucking psychopath that couldn't make a smoothie. That motherfucker's smarter than the FBI, man. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. The banana in the tailpipe is real, man. Yeah, Jack. Good to see you, man. Keith, that way, I like your plan, Keith. That way I can work and not worry about income. This is a very good plan, Keith. I like this plan. And any penalties from Social Security. Well, that's the only part. Again, I just want to talk out. Like, I thought if you take Social Security at 62, I know you take a deduction, but I thought that then you wait till 66, but maybe each year you get less deducted. So maybe you ran the numbers, which is good. I didn't run the numbers. So, I'm just curious how much more, because don't forget, Keith, like if you wait 2 years, let's say in 2 years you'll make another $200 a month, but that's 2 years you're not collecting $1,000 a month. So you got to make up that $20,000 to $40,000. If you can collect $1,000 a month, you could probably collect more. If you work 33 years, you could probably collect at least $1,200. But let's say you collect $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. For 2 years, that's $24,000. So $24,000 you got to make up. So how much more are you going to get per month at 64? $200 a month? So if you were going to make $200 a month more, we got to take $24,000 and divide it by 200 to see how long it'd take to make up that $24,000. $24,000 divided by 200. I got my calculator up here. It'll take 120 months, I guess that is. So let's divide that by 12. 10 years. So you're not going to receive a return on your investment until after 74. That's based on what I just did. Real quick math. I don't know all the details, but that's interesting. Adam, I worked for FedEx Ground for 3 years before this job, and I'm on now. So I understand where you're coming from, Keith. Well, I appreciate you sharing your testimony, Adam. Thank you. I didn't know you did that. Jack, thank you again. Thank you again, Michelle and Grutson. Good to see you. Chris. What's up, Chris? Hey, what's up? Chris living in his Class B camper van. What's up, brother? Hey, Sam. Great message. Thank you for your positivity, brother. Great day in Florida. Well, you living a dream. Are you doing the best you can? And I really appreciate Chris. I read your comment. Chris left a great comment last night, sharing his Social Security thing. He shared his inheritance. That was a great comment. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Hurry back to Florida before it snows. Don't worry, I'll be down there before them. You know, that's the tough part about traveling. Like, even though I got to deal with some problems up here a little bit, and I really don't like to be up here at all. But I'm very grateful to spend time with my mom. But it makes it tough to leave again. Not because I don't want to leave here, but because I see my mom. You know, you connect with your mom or someone you love. And then there's stuff like, now I got to leave them again. I may not be back for 11 months. You know, that's tough, you know. So, but, you know, I'm not staying here waiting around for another winter. I don't want to do it. I proved that throughout my life. So it's just tough, though. I want to tell you, it's not easy, you know. Keith. Yes. Keith goes, yes, but if I take Social Security at 62, I'm limited to what income I can make. We talked about that last night. Yeah, you can make up to $18,000 and change. If you take Social Security at 62, the current 2021 limit is around $18,000, a little bit more. You can make up to $18,000 in addition to your Social Security. So if you made $12,000 a year in Social Security plus 18, that's over 30 grand a year you can make. And then let me finish reading your comment. I apologize. He goes, if I collect at 62, which he is now, it limits his income availability, which is around 18,000 I just shared, I make, or will penalize me if I wait till 64. I can take Social Security and leave the position I work for 2 years. Does that make sense? Somewhat, but I would encourage you to look up the limits for 2021. You can make up to, double check me. You can make up to 18,000 in addition to your Social Security. So if you go down to Florida and you work as a security officer, you work as a door dasher or whatever, you can make up to 18 grand. 18 grand. And if you made you're at least going to make $1,000 a month in Social Security, I would think. So that's 12 grand a year. You can make 30 grand a year. And if you're single and no pets, no kids, you can make that work. Now, you know, again, you got to take out about 6 grand a year for healthcare, $500 a month. So it'd be a little tight. But even after 18,000, I think Social Security only deducts $1 for every $2 you make. So you can still make a little bit more than 18,000. You know, you got to run the numbers. You got to run the numbers. Chris, your mom is a real treasure. She is. I really miss mine. No, I appreciate that, Chris. No, there's no doubt about it. I'm very grateful for my mom. I know people that haven't had a good mom that had no mom. And even my father, guys, I'm thankful for my father. I would see what my father didn't realize. If he didn't bust my balls, I would make time to visit him once a year too. You know, because that's, you know, but I tell you right now, when people start busting my balls, guys, not when I'm an adult. I waited my whole life to be an adult. Okay. And that's why, ask your parents when they can't take care of themselves. Well, okay, now it's time for you to listen to me. They don't want to do it. Okay. So it's always amazing to me that when you become an adult, they don't want you to say that to them. Well, that's what you basically tell me. When you can't take care of yourself or call the shots, you don't like life and you don't want to respect anyone else. No, so look, guys, when you're an adult, the best part about it is you get to call own shots, but only if you do what you need to do for your life. Because if you don't, you got to play their game, you know. Charles, yeah, man, you sound a lot happier in Florida. It's true. I even though I had a great day with my mom, I got to deal with some issues up here. Based on how you sound traveling up north, there's no doubt about that. You know, there's a little bit of an emptiness. I'm always trying to be honest with you guys. There's a little bit of an emptiness, okay, when I'm in Florida because I know my mom's up here. And, you know, you feel that. If you have someone you love and they're not right with you. So I don't lie to you guys about it. But you have a wasted life if you live where they are and the living situation is not what you want to do. And then you're not going to really be in a good position with them or with the area. So I've learned through my experience. Michelle, I was oh, here we go. Let's hear this testimony. I was an executor for probate. Oh, God bless you. Recently, when my dad died, I split everything 50-50 with my brother, who never helped with my parents when they were sick. Michelle, God bless you. And I do acknowledge, okay, that, there's certain things my siblings do probably better than me. I don't think that only I do good things. And I don't think everyone's a caretaker. Like I said, I learned that, growing up, you may help your mom renovate her kitchen, and the sisters may help your mom sponge bath. Everyone does something different. So, I don't know. I got no problem with that, but when you're dealing with some people that are emotionally and mentally unstable, and they're just difficult to deal with, and forget about legal stuff and money stuff. It's very hard. Very, very hard. So thank you for sharing, Michelle. Chris, I might trade my girlfriend in on two 24-year-olds. What do you think? Well, I definitely think you should get rid of your girl. Not because she's a girl, not because I'm a negative person on relationships, but because the way I heard you fighting the other night in your class B, to me, it sounds like, my mom and my sibling. And even though I know you both love each other, like I know my mom loves her children, I know that it's unhealthy as hell, and it's going to kill you both. And every day you repeat the cycle of abuse. What's the cycle of abuse? The cycle of abuse is tension builds up because there's two opposite people or two dysfunctional people. And then it goes to a boiling point and things are said that cross the line. Or physical. I don't think most people are in a physical abusive relationship, even though it's still out there. I think most is just mental and emotional and verbal. And so both of you say things to each other that are very negative and very hurtful. And then both of you feel bad. And then both of you apologize. And then the cycle starts again. Tension builds up. He says, and it's a cycle. And it's never going to stop till one of you die. Is that how I want to waste my life? Nah, I'm good. I can't live. Now, do I want to waste my life for a 24-year-old who thinks she's going to be a TikTok star? She got you know what I mean? She got long hair now, but I want to tell you, as she get older, she's going to cut her hair shorter and shorter, okay, until she got a bad wig. And she looked good now. She got a nice, round ass, but then before you know it, she got a big, big, big ass, okay? And you think it's cute now that she likes chocolate cupcakes, but before you know it, that's her main meal every night, a chocolate cupcake. And you say, well, my mom, guys, look, it's a disaster. I would tell you right now, it's a disaster. I mean, I'm trying to, and again, I'm not negative on women. I'm not negative on men. I respect women. I respect men. Men can be a disaster. I know some men who smoke weed. They're very unambitious. They're delusional. So I don't want to be anti anyone, but I want to tell you, guys, girls, girls and guys, you've lived life. Now, I know a couple exceptions. People who are married, they love their children, they have a good family. But I know that they still, have bad nights. So it's not my job. Look, I just want to tell you, you don't realize the blessing of singleness. In a modern society with fleshlights, porn, online, you can get some social interaction. You can go to Starbucks. I go to Starbucks. I can flirt with any girl. You go to the gym. You can flirt with any girl. And, I don't think it, but, so now you said, well, what about a guy? Like a guy? Guys, you can go anywhere and find a guy. Girls, you can go anywhere. But everyone out there is a disaster. Why? Because everyone wants to do their own thing. Okay. But this is just my opinion. Don't let me get a tangent on that. I apologize. Back to these live comments. Yeah, Chris, stay single. That's what I tell you. Christina, I had a great summer as a nomad. Christina did a great job. Christina got in a car accident, which I only share because I want you guys to remember that is our biggest risk being on the road, car accidents. My man Internally Inspired, he got in a car accident too. And he was just doing it part-time. So, it's something you have to think about, okay? And I think about that. And eventually I hedge my bet with a home base, or you just have enough money in savings that you can get off the road if you need to. Charles, is your mom waiting to move to Florida eventually? I don't know. This year it was close that she may. I think next year will be if we're all still around next year, then next year would be an option. This year there was some things going on that I don't want to talk about on camera because they're not involving me. And she's got some issues with her doctor. So I would say, we'll probably know soon. But it's debatable. Christina, started with what I had. Now Ford Taurus was awesome. Chris, I really wasn't fighting. We were just kidding around. Yeah, that didn't sound like it, but I love you. I can't run that fast anymore. I love you. Christine, now I'm using the insurance money to upgrade my minivan. Good. It worked out for my good. Good. And I just saw a cop, guys. That's why I'm starting my car. I just don't want to stay here when they see. Love to you, Chris. Adam, hope you guys all have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you. I had to check out for the night. Catch you tomorrow. Love to you, brother. Drink some water. Help you digest. Christina, God bless you, Adam. I agree. ESP, good night, Adam. Michelle, good night, Adam. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, Michelle. Charles, how about dating a younger woman and spending your retirement years in a fertility clinic? Yeah. Look, I understand. Look, women want to have kids, but I dated a lot of MILFs. And a lot of the MILFs told me I love my kids. But when I was in my late 20s, 30s, I felt like I had to have kids. Now I feel like, I don't know, man. They said like they regret kids, but at the same time, never get in between a daughter and never get in between a mother and her daughter. Because they fight, but they're going to end up right back together. So I don't know that. I can't speak to that. So I don't try to, I don't know. I would just say having a child is a lot of work. Okay. And you got to be very careful before you make that decision. Charles, oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Keep it up, Brie. Keep it up, Brie. You're beautiful. Always remember that. And you keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you, respect you, and keep it up, Brie, and all my women out there. If you want to date, if you want to get married, if you want to have kids, you have to do what you have to do. Okay. And if you don't, I want you to know that your worth as a woman is not based on if you have kids or if you're married. I want men and women to feel good about themselves in a healthy way. I want them to have healthy relationships. Then I want them to do whatever they want. Okay. So I want to say that. I love you, Brie. Chris, Sam, there's a lot of kids here in Ocala who look like you. Nah, Chris, I love you, but I can tell you, if there's children out there that look like me, they damn sure ain't no Ocala. They're in an elitist area in South Florida. I never lie about that. Keith, I love you, Chris. Keith, I have a notebook of math, and I think I have a good plan. Well, I respect, I think that you do. If you've done all that, you do. But best of all, I'm not in a rush. Love that part. So I can take my time and come to Florida right. Keith, everything you said lines up with wisdom, and I'm with you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Sorry, I got to rush a little bit, but I don't want to stay in one spot too long. I've been on here for an hour. Keeping Up, Bree says, this one guy said I was the problem. Beachside, I'm single. Not, it's because I'm observant in everyone's toxic relationships. Look, Keeping Up, Bree, when you look good, everyone wants to bust your balls only because they want to bust your butt. You know, they only aggravate you because they want to get with you. And if they don't want to get with you, why are they bothering you? And if they want to just be your friend, why aren't they being nice to you? And so what you realize in life, you keep working on yourself. The right people come along. And if they don't, you're working on yourself. So you're bettering yourself. And I think that's your best plan. Love to you. Chris, night, Sam. Love you, bro. I love you too, and respect. No, keep it up, bro. You don't have to apologize for your grandma. I got the heart of what you were trying to say. We love you. We respect you. Okay. Love you. And it was great to see you. I appreciate you. Love and respect to everyone out there, men, women, and child, old and young. Spend quality time with people you love. Have boundaries for everyone. Don't wait around for everyone. Live your life, and you can still spend quality time with people you love. That's the overall message tonight. Thank you.